by Angel before she dipped, where she put a 30-day quote-unquote statute on fucking ACRs and impeachments. Bro, what the brother, like,
yeah,
so fucking insane.
I remember seeing it.
Wait,
like
no, wait, where do you see this? It's not bolded.
It is. It's literally the if you look at the current legislation as it is, section 4 civil matters, it'll tell you the 30-day time frame for grievances occurred for civil action.
Oh, she added this will include impeachments and audits?
Yep.
Bro, what the fuck? If you look at the
August,
that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. If you look at the audit history, the one from August 7th, it doesn't include that.
To add to the, oh my god, bro, like, I don't understand. Like, this is so fucking lame.
Not even a civil process.
Well, it's not what I was hoping to come into today, but yeah, fun stuff. Great.
Yeah, I believe that was one of the things I talked to
Michael,
Grayson about.
cook and let's send it like ASAP.
Yeah, we'll do. Oh.
It's just one of those things where it's just like so I don't even, it's fucking ridiculous.
Just so I'm caught up, what piece of legislation are we talking about right now?
Statute of
limitations. Report number 1045-2.
Section 4, bold text.
She left all the confetti and the streamers around that thing to make sure it's hiding in plain view for us to see.
Yo, what the?
In fact, speaking of bold, hold on.
I do think a statute is good. Like, statute of limitation is good. But number one, you're right. It's not a civil matter inherently. And number two, it is, I do think something could be good, but it should be like 60 days, 90 days, because the matter that you're observing may be one involving a court case, and by making it 30 days, and let's say, you put something on the docket, right? And then you have like, they do a ruling. Now you have like what, maybe 1 to 7 days to file an impeachment. That's fucking dumb.
Not only that too, I just realized the next sentence that's completely bold in section 4 was also a shadow edit as well. It was not there during the August 4th edit.
Okay, wait, which one?
The sentence right after saying that this should include impeachments as authority conduct reviews.
The next bold one?
Yeah, the next bold in sentence that follows it is a shadow edit as well from the 19th of October.
Wait, for civil cases involving continuous or ongoing actions contributing towards a grievance, the statute of limitations shall commence from the date of the wait.
Is that their delayed discovery thing?
No, so what they're saying is you could argue that, let's say I attacked you a year and a half ago, and I attacked you again today. I can open a civil lawsuit that you've been targeting me. I do get the idea behind this though, but this still needs to be scoped.
Some upper limit.
There needs to be there needs to be an upper limit.
I think it's purposely vague.
Well, I'll give you an idea. This all comes down to the fact that there's not actually anyone qualified to be a justice in the DOJ.
Yeah.
And that's the heart of it. And
I
this
mean,
is
I technically work for the DOJ, so.
well, as a justice is a thing. That's kind of the problem is their manner of thinking is not logical. And I know that's like a bad thing to say in fucking nowadays, because like it doesn't mean they're dumb, it just means that they're just not trained, right? Law has to have proper like logic applied to it. I'm going to give you an example. I just got done talking to Doc and Turner, in which they were told that if they issue a warrant and they want to get rid of the warrant and put it on the docket, they can't because it's double jeopardy. And
What?
yeah.
Wait, what? Huh? But
The problem is,
Shit, I need to write that down and start using it. Fuck.
Yeah, it was some shit like that. And I was like sitting back and I'm like, I mean, I told them the problem is that if the intent is they do not want, there used to be a city health reason, no other way to put it, as to why warrants could only last 3 days without an extension, because, you know, if it wasn't that serious of a crime, then someone shouldn't have it looming over their head type shit, right? If I don't disagree with that city health reason, but we don't run on city health shit anymore because we have legislation. And so working backwards with dumb explanations, you're opening cans of worms that then can be applied to other things, and then it doesn't make any logical sense, right?
Well, I think that's kind of driven why we've been so prescriptive in our legislation. It's largely because the people we expect to interpret the law don't have the capacity to do so. So rather than upholding a legal standard when they're interpreting our legislation, they're doing it based on personal interpretation and feelings.
Yes. Yep. Yep. I think that's a great way to put it. So
I mean, it's largely why the DOJ is so biased, so inconsistent, and so many of their rulings and interpretations are legally unsound.
yeah. Yep. Archibald, moonshine legislation.
I am almost done with it. However, I did make a discovery that I wasn't quite aware of before. It seems that the highest quality stuff, the moderate, only comes in the larger jugs. So right now, the way the definition for commercial moonshine is written in that legislation, that's the only thing people can legally sell. So I can change up some of that stuff, but
I want
you
it
gotta tell me where you want it.
clarified. Yeah, I want it clarified to be large jugs then.
Okay,
You know?
you can do that. Beyond that, though, fixing that, I should have it ready for you by the end of day today or by tomorrow at the latest.
Beautiful. Okay. Anything else we want to discuss? How much time do we have left in the term? Like a month and a half?
Something like that.
Yeah, we're about halfway through.
Okay. I think the Senate is shit we should...
It's already written.
Okay.
I'll post it up.
No.
Outside.
Sensitive stuff like that, yeah. I would even say that our constitutional stuff is still up on there and you should rip it. Because I don't know if DOJ can see that.
I can't.
Just
I have
turn
no
it to...
means.
Just type like penis
change the
or
title.
something.
Yeah, just empty. Is it a report? Because you could just change the title and then just make an empty one, or post a cookie recipe instead as a report. Oh wait, no, they can still see the edit history.
Revision.
I mean,
history,
that's not the end of the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not that big of a deal, but you know, it's still, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and nothing you could do to it is going to stop people if they're curious enough.
I don't think they can see it anyways, to be honest, but better safe than sorry.
Yep, exactly. Okay. Well,
speaking of DOJ stuff, I would like to take Nino, Mike. I'd like to take y'all aside and talk privately for a second. No offense, Tony. It's just something I need to talk to them about.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
when we're all like done up here, we can wait until we're finished with any business we got still left.
Okay, we can do that.
All right.
Well, no, Tony, is there anything else you want to chat about?
Just nah. Maybe have a couple gripes about a case I'm doing with the marshals right now. Because
Let's hear it.
oh, I mean, besides, okay, Michael, you told him about the Ava situation, right?
Did you hear about this, Nino?
What Ava situation?
what? Yeah.
Reggie trial.
Now the justice is meddling in that too.
Talk to me.
Just like
What?
with Jaina.
So Ava and I had a conversation, and you know, not in specifics because she's ethical, but basically what I took away from it was, as she was overseeing this case on the docket, a lot of her decisions that she was making pre-trial were attempted to be influenced by the justices.
Huh?
And, yeah, so she, you know, she took exception because number one,
Ava has more experience than every single sitting justice.
Yeah.
By
exactly.
fact, she's been in the DOJ for years.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
So she obviously didn't like that her judicial discretion was being challenged by the justices, and yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Remember when I told you why it just felt off that she's using FOIA for like as an excuse to not produce a sealed statement or anything like that, or not to go through with any of the alternatives? Because it just felt really. It felt like it's something that Ava as a person wouldn't do, given how intelligent she is.
Yeah, it was off brand for her.
What was it?
Yeah.
Explain.
Remember, I went up to you for advice about, you know,
Just pretend I don't remember. Like,
oh yeah, so I'm just adding context, but basically, I wanted a statement and a warrant to be unsealed because that was the foundation of the probable cause to search Reggie's vehicle. Without that, all they have is basically screenshots from Twatter and a description of vehicle that does not look like his vehicle, or at least
you have the right to seeing it, though.
Yeah, and
they're denying it.
They denied it so much that they ended up just taking out the evidence.
You can't just take it out. You still get to see it. What?
Taking
it out doesn't mean it wasn't it's a matter of record now.
Yeah. Well, she said any reference to it would be stricken out of the record. So
that doesn't work. It doesn't work. What?
We'll see, because I'm motioning for a probable cause hearing last night, so that I said, well, they don't have evidence of the statement and all they have is screenshots of Twatter beef. Why was a search warrant signed? And if they rule in favor because they're using sealed evidence against me, it's a mistrial, or I get to sue again. But yeah. So that's the first part of it. Then Barrett's saying that there's no probable cause in civil suits, only for criminal charges, even though we're suing them civilly for illegal searches. And to prove the search was illegal is to talk about probable cause, but I don't know.
The civil suit is based around the criminal stuff that was being accused of before, yeah? That's where the PC comes. Okay.
Oh my god.
It's coming to the point where maybe I'm the redacted one. Maybe I'm the problem.
It's just so annoying that, like, shit's not just going to trial properly, and it's just like, Everything is always just so fucking AIDS, bro. What the fuck?
Just the meddling too. The meddling, because Ava's not the only one.
Yeah. Oh no, I know. And
it's just like,
why are they being like? Why like they're not like city godsmen as my, you know?
Well, okay, I have a bit of mild insight, if you don't mind. Tony, this is what I was going to talk about anyways before, but I guess you can stick around since we're diving headlong into it. I actually had a conversation with Ava the other day and a couple other people.
Be careful because he is a prosecutor. So I think, Tony, you probably should step aside for this.
that's right, yeah. You know what? We'll talk after the case.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Good seeing you, Tony.
The reason I say this is because he is the prosecutor, and we don't want to get into a circumstance where he hears something, unintentionally brings it up, and then Ava gets screwed, you know?
Absolutely fair. I feel like this information would be very useful. However, I'm not sure if I should have necessarily been told it.
Yeah.
Not in a weird way, but just...
Yeah,
okay. Basically, I was having a conversation with Ava, and at one point, I don't think she meant to tell me this, but it kind of was let slip that a lot of the higher-ups in the DOJ just really don't believe that they should have anyone overseeing them, and they don't feel like they need to be transparent with their discussion processes at all. I don't know if that's like really affecting that stuff. And, you know, I kind of offhandedly joked at one point about, oh, maybe I should, you know, take the position, and then just kind of like let out publicly what all this stuff is. And then she just looked at me like she was really scared for half a second and just said, don't do that. You will get fired immediately. I don't know if she was just being protective over me or not, but
wait, run it back. Sorry, run it back.
Okay, so
the coffee didn't hit
I had
right
been
away.
talking to Ava about my issues with potentially joining up with the DOJ as a magistrate.
Yeah.
And my issues with how things have been operating thus far. And I was talking back and forth with her. She was telling me how she thinks I should still go ahead and get into the position, because at the very least, then there's one more person there trying to get things right, so to speak. I don't even know if that's the right way to put it, but still. And over that, it kind of like I was talking to her and I was saying how if the DOJ wants to like have people work with them, and if they're constantly feeling attacked, if they would just be more open and transparent with the stuff they're doing, half of those problems would vanish in a heartbeat. And she basically said that they don't feel like they should have to be open and transparent. They feel like they are different and separate from the rest of the branches of the government. And
what?
Yeah, I don't know. It blows my mind because I'm thinking about like the U.S. Supreme Court who actively publishes their decisions.
Yo, brother, that's exactly it. You have to publicize your rulings and shit. That's the point. I mean, just look at the recent shit that happened over, you know, Trump's court case.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Like they'll literally say like didn't one of the justices say like the other justices are like retarded in so many words.
Not in so many words, but yeah, it kind of went along that line. Basically saying they couldn't believe that they sided with a lower judge over the president.
Yeah, which is fucking brain dead, because that's the means by which you that like who else would make the ruling? Like fucking retard? Like who else? Like someone has to file it with the court, and then it goes to the appeal. Oh my God, Jesus fucking Christ.
So
Sorry.
yeah, it's fine. I just feel like they're gonna need Daddy to come in and smack them down, honestly, and tell them that they got to quit that shit. Otherwise, it's not gonna change, because they seem, at least again, this is secondhand information, so I can't even name like specifics of the people who said this to her at any point. But it boggles my mind. My decision, as far as I'm concerned, with becoming a magistrate right now, I'm planning to take the position. And I'm going to be a good boy, and I'm going to do my job, and I'm going to behave for the most part, but I am doing this for a combination of altruistic and selfish means. The altruistic part is wanting to try to actually fix things and still help people as much as I can, in spite of the fact that I would be giving up a lot of power and influence by leaving the cabinet.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the more selfish reasons are, you know, if there ever is a massive shakeup within the DOJ and they need new people again, I would like to be able to say I had the experience and do a good job while I was there to get brought back in. That's where I am with all that right now.
Oh my God, brother! Like, who the fuck Like, what? Like,
I'm not gonna lie. This doesn't really feel like new information, just affirmation of
yeah,
what we've
it's
kind of
not,
known
Yeah.
all
it
along.
does. The problem
Having
is
someone who's on the inside
me,
say it to me.
it
is what got me.
removes another layer of like giving benefit of the doubt. It's just so
Yeah.
fucking like, brother, like,
Yeah, obviously, you know, Ava told me this stuff, so I don't want to get too far out, but I felt like I should tell you two at least.
I mean,
do
I
they
feel
not
like
realize that they've been appointed by a dumb fuck, and that's their existence, right?
Yeah.
And so to think that they're anything more than unelected, they're not. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Michael, let's go to Vinewood Bowl. We got to chat about some things. Archie, I appreciate you.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll let you
Hey.
know when I've talked to him to accept the position so we can start offboarding me.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, Archie.
Y'all have a good one.
I'm gonna fucking kill them all. I'm gonna fucking kill them all. Less fucking experience than like the people that fucking judges coming up with like with special people. Yo, who the fuck appointed you, huh? You got appointed by the governor? No, you didn't. You got fucking put in place by a dumb fuck. All right? And to think that you're just some special person like you're the next fucking Crane, you ain't that. You ain't that.
Does Inspector Knickers sell those?
We open up a fucking history book, you know? Maybe look up the law, how it works.